If an individual is diagnosed with a fatty liver, the likelihood of developing obstructed arteries is significantly elevated. In the following video, we will unveil the detrimental foods associated with fatty livers and their concurrent role in arterial blockages. This includes items that may have been perceived as healthy but contribute to these conditions. We will also discuss a few healthy foods in a particular oil that have been shown in studies to successfully reverse the symptoms of fatty liver disease. For those who consume coffee, it is advised to stay tuned until the end, as there is an unexpected revelation regarding the relationship between coffee consumption and fatty liver. The prevalence of fatty liver has become a growing concern, with research indicating a substantial increase since 2019. While a certain level of fat in the liver is normal, exceeding 5% poses health risks. Fatty liver represents a silent epidemic, often evading early detection due to the liver's remarkable resilience. Even with significant damage, up to 90% of the liver can continue to execute essential functions, making it challenging to detect until complications arise. These complications may manifest as cirrhosis, liver failure, or liver cancer. Therefore, it is imperative to delve into the avoidance of detrimental foods, while also exploring beneficial dietary choices and practices to promote liver healing and protection. Number 1. Refined carbohydrate. The initial category of dietary items contributing to the development of fatty liver disease is refined carbohydrates. Upon consumption, these carbohydrates swiftly break down into glucose. While our cells require glucose for energy, the ingestion of processed carbs results in an excessive influx of glucose into the system. Consequently, the body compensates by directing it to the liver for storage as fat. This becomes problematic when an excessive amount of any carbohydrate is consumed, with refined carbohydrates being particularly detrimental. Refined carbohydrates, such as processed grains, undergo the removal of their fiber-rich outer layers, rendering them highly digestible. Examples of these include white flour, bread, pasta, and white rice. The absence of fiber expedites their conversion into glucose, facilitating rapid absorption into the bloodstream. This process leads to heightened fat storage in the liver and around the abdominal region. Furthermore, elevated blood sugar levels, especially those resulting from the consumption of refined carbohydrates, instigate inflammation and oxidative stress throughout the body. This, in turn, damages the arteries and escalates the risk of heart disease. Number 2. Excessive salt consumption. Subsequently, excessive salt intake emerges as another factor contributing to the development of fatty liver disease. Similar to the complications associated with high blood sugar, an abundance of sodium presents health challenges. A diet rich in sodium is linked to various health issues, including elevated blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and kidney disease. Research findings indicate that excessive sodium intake has been notably associated with an increased accumulation of fat in the liver, even in the absence of overeating or weight gain. This phenomenon is believed to result from the inflammatory and fibrotic impact of excess sodium on liver cells. Maintaining sodium consumption within the recommended daily intake is advisable, which is less than 2,300 mg a day, roughly equivalent to a teaspoon. Following the advice provided by healthcare professionals or adhering to these guidelines is crucial. Additionally, attention must be given to the detrimental effects of certain oils categorized as toxic, despite being commonly promoted as healthy. These oils have the potential to inflict significant damage on both the liver and arteries, emphasizing the importance of informed dietary choices. Number 3. Consuming toxic oils. Commencing with the most detrimental dietary component, trans fats are prevalent in items like margarine and shortening. These fats are artificially synthesized through hydrogenation, a process that enhances stability and prolongs food shelf life. Despite these benefits, trans fats pose significant challenges for the body's metabolic breakdown, contributing to the accumulation of fat in the liver and fostering inflammation that may lead to tumor formation. Furthermore, trans fats instigate the generation of advanced glycation end products, toxic compounds that harm arterial linings, inducing hardening and blockages. certain commonly used vegetable oils share similarities in their adverse effects. Examples include canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, cottonseed oil, sesame oil, grapeseed oil, peanut oil, and walnut oil. These highly refined oils exhibit instability and susceptibility to oxidation, resulting in cellular damage and a cascade of harmful consequences throughout the body. Recognizing these issues, studies, such as the 2018 publication titled Omega-6 Vegetable Oils as a Driver of Coronary Heart Disease, underscore the role of vegetable cooking oils in the current inflammatory and cardiovascular disease epidemic. To promote healthier dietary choices, it is advisable to avoid trans fats and opt for less processed alternatives. Olive oil, containing monounsaturated fat, has demonstrated particular efficacy in safeguarding against fatty liver disease. Contrary to prevailing notions, a 2018 study titled Virgin Coconut Oil Reverses Hepatic Steatosis by Restoring Redox Homeostasis and Lipid Metabolism in Male Wistar Rats revealed surprising outcomes regarding saturated fats. The study indicated that coconut oil, specifically virgin coconut oil, exhibited the potential to reverse fatty liver disease in rats. While this study is preliminary, it suggests a prospective role for virgin coconut oil as a dietary supplement for combating fatty liver disease. If you find this information valuable, please express your support by clicking the thumbs up button to enhance our visibility. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Number 4. Fast food consumption. Fast food establishments are widely recognized for their utilization of the aforementioned oils, due to their cost-effectiveness and suitability for high heat and rapid cooking. What exacerbates the issue is the repetitive use of these oils throughout the day, intensifying their detrimental effects. With each reheat, the oils undergo oxidation, producing a hazardous blend of chemicals, including aldehydes and lipid peroxides. These substances contribute to the generation of harmful free radicals within the body. Additionally, fast food meals typically incorporate inexpensive and inflammatory ingredients, while lacking in fiber and essential nutrients. This combination not only leads to substantial weight gain, but also contributes to arterial blockages. As a more health-conscious alternative, consider preparing meals at home, using fresh, whole ingredients. This approach grants you control over the composition of your food, and enables the selection of healthier cooking methods and ingredients. When dining out, opt for establishments that prioritize fresh ingredients and employ healthier cooking techniques such as grilling, steaming, or baking as opposed to deep frying. This ensures a more mindful approach to food consumption, promoting overall health and well-being. Number 5. Sugar intake. In the context of fatty liver and arterial blockages, one ingredient stands out as particularly detrimental: sugar. When sugar is consumed, it undergoes breakdown into glucose and fructose. Glucose serves as an energy source for the body's cells, with any surplus directed to the liver. Meanwhile, fructose, especially in the form of high fructose corn syrup, is primarily processed in the liver, subjecting it to a constant barrage when sugar is ingested. Excessive sugar intake results in the conversion of surplus glucose into fat around the abdomen or within the liver. Moreover, elevated levels of sugar in the bloodstream trigger harmful processes that contribute to atherosclerosis and artery disease. This includes the promotion of insulin resistance, leading to diabetes, and the infliction of damage to nerves in various body parts, including the arms, legs, eyes, and heart. Artificial sugars, exemplified by high fructose corn syrup, exacerbate these issues and are commonly present in sodas, fruit drinks, candies, and inconspicuous items like breads and cereals. High fructose corn syrup, due to its rapid absorption into the bloodstream and direct delivery to the liver, induces a surge in fat production. A noteworthy study with mice compared the effects of a high fructose diet to a control diet with the same calorie content. The results showed that mice on the high fructose diet developed fatty livers and had a higher incidence of liver tumors within a few months. Intriguingly, the research findings also highlighted the deteriorative impact of high fructose corn syrup on the intestinal barrier, a crucial element in preventing the leakage of bacteria and toxins into the bloodstream. The perils associated with sugar cannot be overstated. A study revealed a 67% increase in type 2 diabetes and a 36% increase in metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions linked to heart and liver diseases, among individuals regularly consuming diet soda. Recognizing the addictive nature of sugar, efforts to gradually reduce its intake prove worthwhile in achieving long-term improvements in energy levels and disease prevention. Number 6. Processed foods. Processed foods represent a significant catalyst for fatty liver disease, amalgamating the adverse elements discussed thus far: elevated levels of refined carbohydrates, concealed salts, hidden sugars, and toxic oils. However, the detrimental impact extends beyond these components. Processed foods commonly incorporate additives, preservatives, and other chemicals aimed at prolonging shelf life and enhancing taste. These Frankenstein foods pose a challenge for our bodies, inducing inflammation, cell damage, gastrointestinal issues, and various adverse effects. Additionally, a concealed reality within the commercial food industry is the concept of the bliss point. This term, in food chemistry, refers to the optimal combination of sugar, salt, and fat that stimulates increased consumption. Processed foods, carefully crafted to hit this bliss point, become highly addictive, fostering overeating, cravings, and unhealthy relationships with these toxic foods. Considering these significant issues, it becomes evident that avoiding processed foods is imperative. This includes items like frozen meals, commercial cookies, processed meats, canned soup, and other heavily processed foods. Instead, prioritizing the preparation of meals at home using healthy, whole ingredients offers complete control over dietary choices and the avoidance of harmful substances. While cooking from scratch may seem time-consuming, strategic planning and preparation can make it a manageable and rewarding endeavor. Techniques like batch cooking, portioning, and freezing not only save time and money but also mitigate the temptation to opt for processed meals during busy or fatigued moments. Number 7. Alcohol consumption. Alcohol emerges as a significant threat to a fatty liver, representing not just another harmful substance but a bona fide toxin. The liver, our primary detoxifying organ, perceives alcohol as a toxin and prioritizes its processing over other functions. While this prioritization may initially appear protective, it imposes a substantial burden on the liver. The persistent effort to metabolize alcohol can lead to inflammation and scarring, known as cirrhosis, severely compromising the liver's functionality. Cirrhosis is a common precursor to liver failure and cancer, underscoring the severe consequences of prolonged alcohol consumption. Beyond the direct toxic impact, alcohol, especially in certain forms like beer and sweet cocktails, is high in sugar. Consequently, consuming alcohol not only subjects the liver to a toxic substance but also triggers a surge in blood sugar levels. In essence, alcohol poses a double whammy for the liver, compelling it to work twice as hard, first to eliminate the toxin and then to manage the ensuing sugar rush, which accelerates fat accumulation. Even moderate alcohol consumption can yield these effects, but heavy or chronic drinking poses a particularly grave threat. To safeguard the liver's health, monitoring and limiting alcohol intake are prudent measures. Adhering to recommended limits, up to 1 drink a day for women, and up to 2 drinks a day for men, and incorporating alcohol-free days into the weekly routine can be beneficial. For individuals concerned about their liver's well-being, considering breaks from alcohol, such as participating in initiatives like the popular Dry July, can offer respite and contribute to long-term liver health. In a 2018 study, published in the journal Gastroenterology and Hepatology, researchers investigated the impact of dietary variations on liver health. The findings underscore the importance of incorporating a diverse range of colorful fruits and vegetables into one's diet, as they provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that play a crucial role in promoting liver health. Notably beneficial are cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage, which contain the compound sulforaphane. Scientific studies indicate that, sulforaphane, and other compounds present in cruciferous vegetables significantly support liver detoxification processes. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are also highlighted in the study as beneficial for liver health. These foods not only serve as superfoods for the liver, but also contribute to the well-being of the heart and arteries, facilitating a holistic approach to full-body health. For coffee enthusiasts, there's positive news. Research indicates that coffee consumption stimulates a specific anti-inflammatory enzyme in the liver. A 2016 study observed that individuals with liver disease who consumed 2 or more cups of coffee per day exhibited noteworthy benefits. This suggests that incorporating coffee into one's routine may contribute positively to liver health, adding to the array of dietary strategies aimed at promoting overall well-being.